Finally, as I finish, I would like to welcome our one guest who is here tonight. The reason that we are here. The reason tonight we are united. The reason why we have people from Murang'a, we have people from Nyeri, we have people from Kiambu, we have people from Olkarau, all over Kenya. We have people from Bungoma. We have people from Mombasa. I've seen Dr. Mkeni somewhere. We have all people who are represented here. God bless you. We have people who are here with us from America. Why? Because they believed in this cause. So tonight, I want us to give one big shout and another standing ovation as we welcome His Excellency to come and speak to us, Dr. Geoffrey Rigathi Gachagua, to come and address us. Thank you.
Thank you. Please be seated. The great people of the United Kingdom, good evening. God is good. And all the time. Nisalimieni kwa haya. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Bwana Yesu asifiwe tena. Wow, what an evening. Let me first take this opportunity to thank all of you who are here tonight for this dinner in our honor. Reverend Dorcas and I are indeed very grateful, and we feel very honored and privileged to get the opportunity to dine with you and to have some. Let me, from the onset, thank the officials of the entire DCP UK chapter for the very warm welcome, meticulous planning, and for all the arrangements that you have made to make our stay here comfortable. We want to say thank you. Since we arrived this morning, we feel very spoiled. We have really been taken care of in a very big way. You have shown us a lot of love, and we are feeling very good that we are here. Let me say that I've been looking forward to come to the UK, and my various attempts to come here always get murdered somewhere along the way. But finally we are here, and we are very grateful to be here. I was supposed to have come last weekend for the Cultural Festival, but it didn't happen because the matter that we have in court was adjourned, and we had to stay behind because we needed to attend court. Number two, we have the by-elections in Olkalau, and there were electoral deadlines that necessitated that the nominations be done on the 9th, the day I was supposed to be here. And Senator Medhu and Wanjiku Muhia prevailed upon me to stay behind, just to make sure that things are okay and be in a position to handle whatever fallout that would have arisen from the outcome. But I was informed that there was a lot of pressure, that I needed to come because a lot of planning had been put in place. You had spent resources, and everybody wanted me to come and spend time with you. And that's why we are here. Initially, we had agreed that I'll be here for a month, and I was really looking forward. There were many planned activities taking a whole month, but the pressure at home is unbearable. Our party, DCP, the slogan is Skiza wa Kenya. Kenyans say, no, you cannot be away for a month. Much as you want to go to the UK, the situation at home is unbearable, and we need you around to help us put pressure on William Ruto so that he can come to his senses if it's possible. So, I am sorry that all those activities that have been lined up, we will not be able to do them. We spent a week here to do what we can, but we'll be back. The night before I left Kenya, there were price hikes for diesel and petrol to unprecedented levels ever seen in the history of independent Kenya. Everything is almost grinding to halt. Diesel is unaffordable. Tomorrow, all fares will go up for matatus, for Uber, for buses, for boda boda, and consumer products will also go high. So Kenyans are in tears, they are in anguish. They really don't know what to do. So we need to get back home and come up with a strategy on how to put pressure on this guy and see whether he can get some sense into his head. It's very difficult. We'll try. So we may not be able to stay as much as we have wanted, but we'll make the best out of our visit here. I would really have wanted to stay and get to visit, get to stay with you people, get to understand you, get to know what you want, what you do, what are the challenges, what do you think we should do in Kenya. And I really wanted to have time to listen to you. And I wanted to have quality time. But difficult times call for difficult interventions. So we'll adjust somehow one way or another. But otherwise we are here and we are happy to find you looking good, looking happy, singing well. And that's what we want. First and foremost, I'm very happy when I see the people of Kenya who left home and came here to expand their territories, to look for opportunities. And I'm always very grateful that the people out of Kenya have a big impact back home. You people contribute billions of dollars to our economy every year. And you know that in the 70s, coffee was #1 foreign exchange earner for our country. It was overtaken by tea in the 80s. And tea, Kenyan tea, became the #1 foreign exchange earner. In the 90s, both tea and coffee were overtaken by tourism. And tourism became #1 foreign exchange earner to our country. But today, as we speak, for the last decade, the #1 foreign exchange earner for our country are the remittances from the diaspora, from you people. You are the drivers of the Kenyan economy. You are the ones who are driving our economy. The money that we use to pay our foreign debt, which is huge, comes from here. The hard currency that we use for importing goods from China comes from here. But it is sad that the people who contribute the highest amount in foreign exchange are not serious stakeholders of what happens in our economy. It cannot be. It cannot be. And that is what we intend to correct. That those who contribute the biggest amount to drive our economy must have a say in how those funds are utilized. It is contributing to an economy cannot be compared to a dairy cow. You see, a dairy cow is just milk, but it has no say how the milk will be, whether it will be consumed. You know, people who contribute to the economy cannot be treated like a cow, that you just milk and that's it. You decide what to do with the milk. The diaspora people must have a say in the economic management of our country, in good governance, And they must also be active participants of driving the Kenyan economy. And that is why I said when I was in the US, I made a firm commitment to the diaspora people in the United States, and I want to make the same commitment to you tonight, that the administration that we intend to create next year, God willing, with the support of the people of Kenya through the ballot, is a partnership with the diaspora chapter. The Kenyan people out here will be part and parcel of the next administration. I know many of you may have one or two doubts because similar promises have been made before. The only difference is that all those people, and you know, who have been making those commitments, most of them are liars. But you know for sure that there is only when honest and truthful men in Africa, south of Sahara, north of River Limpopo, one man Rigiji. At my age, at 61, I cannot change. It's difficult to change a man of this age. I have been a truthful person all along. I cannot just change because of being elected president and start lying. I want to be truthful. I want to have strong partnerships. And I want we walk this journey together. I have said repeatedly that in our Senate, in our National Assembly, we must get some people nominated from the diaspora to come and represent your interests in the National Assembly and in the Senate. Looking at the success of devolution in jurisdictions outside our country, I went the other day to the US, and it's unbelievable how devolution is working. I want you people, because you have first-hand experience, to come and help us to strengthen devolution and to make it transformative so that our rural areas, our towns, can experience real growth. And one of the ways to do that is to tap from your knowledge and expertise. I will therefore, in our strongholds, in the counties where we shall have very strong presence in the county assemblies, be having a member from the diaspora in every county where we are strong, nominated to go to the county assembly and assist us to make good laws, to make devolution work. Again, in the executive, we must have people in the executive. We have abundance of knowledge and experience out here. You people, many people of you are in the health sector, where health is working, where health systems are working. We want to draw from that expertise. Kenya is not failing because we lack human resource. Kenya is failing because the current president has no regard for meritocracy. He has no regard for professionalism. He has no regard for experience. He has no regard for integrity. I want to say that I will be failing as a leader of Kenya if I fail to tap the expertise, the experience out here. Kenyans who have made things work in the UK, why can't they come back home and help us fix our country? So I'm very deliberate in engaging you. I'm not just coming here just to while time away. I'm coming to develop a partnership and also start headhunting for talent. Mkiniona tu muhumu mimi naangalia maneno. So that I also know that out here there are 2, 3, 4 people. We can ask them to come and help us. In the Central Bank, in the National Treasury, in the Ministry of Health, in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, in the Ministry of Transport and Infrastructure, we have people who are well resourced. And it will be a crime to refuse to engage Kenyans who are knowledgeable and who can make a contribution to the development of their country. Again, in our foreign missions, I have said it again and again, and I want to repeat, that you people are best suited to run our embassies abroad. You understand, if the administration that we want to put up is to change our approach to diplomacy from the usual diplomacy of dinners and wines and champagne to commercial diplomacy. Who is better suited to know the business opportunities in the United Kingdom that can benefit Kenya than the team seated here? You know. So why do we need to bring a high commissioner to London who will take the first 3 years learning to know the road, the where, what? Because a high commissioner is appointed for 4 years. So they come, the first 1 year, they are learning around to know what is what, looking for school for their children, isn't it? Knowing where is a supermarket, where is a good gyna, where is a good this and that. That is 1 year, it is finished. Then the second year, they want to start knowing which business opportunities are in the United Kingdom. Okay? The third year, they start now having a plan. The fourth year, they start implementing, their time is over. 4 wasted years. Why don't we just pick somebody who has lived here for 30 years? And I mean it because it's sensible. You know, things that are sensible requires no much thinking. You know, so I can't come here to be high commissioner. I'll take a long time to settle down. I'll take a long time to settle down. So why don't we get people who are already settled? And you guys have the qualifications. Makaratasi mumekula sawa sawa. Sindio? Yeah, you have no challenge. You are also Kenyan. You also know your way around here. So shida iko wapi? Yeah, iko wapi? So if it's consular services within the embassy, you know what problems that bedevil the people of Kenya and what you need to do so that Kenyans are comfortable when they are here. Sindio? So me, I want to promise you, you'll be very happy with my administration. Because I listen to the ground, I have been listening to you people. I listen to you, so I will do the right thing because you are telling me, and what you are telling me makes sense. So I want us to build that partnership. Again, we must come up with serious policies on how to make investment possible in Kenya. So that when you people finally come back home, you don't start from where you left. Because you have surplus, you need to invest back home. And it's true what the speaker said here, the investor. I don't want you to send money to your mother for medicine. I want to fix health so that your mother has got a good insurance scheme paid by the state so that you don't have to send her money for hospital. I want you to send your mother money to buy 2 dairy cows so that she can be self-sufficient. I don't want you to send your brother, your younger brother, money for education. We want the state to take care of education so that whatever money you said to support your family is to make them grow bigger and to sustain themselves. You said money home to start a small irrigation project for your parents so that they can grow their own vegetables, they can grow their own food, so that you don't have to send the money to go to the supermarket. That is what we would want to do. Gain your money from here. We want a policy where we get a bank for diaspora so that this money of yours can earn you interest. If you look at the transaction fees you pay to the financial institutions, that money, if you had a bank for the diaspora, is a lot of money at the end of the year. And this is money that can be invested back. So there are many things we shall do together. And for the time we are here, we will listen to you, because we want to create a good environment back home for investment so that we can attract manufacturers. So that when we get people from out here in the diaspora coming to invest in Kenya and start manufacturing farms, we create jobs for our young people. And we enhance the tax base. Instead of importing steel from China, why can't we ask the Chinese to come and set up a factory in North River and employ our people there and pay taxes here in Kenya? We must have import substitution so that we create employment. We cannot create employment the way Kasongo is saying, ati mambo ya manyumba, ati mafudi ya mjengo. That thing is a fraud. He was simply creating a fund. That money he has invested in his bank called Sidon Bank. Is a bank he bought, it was a small bank. Today, that bank is making more than 100 million every month out of money for the affordable housing and money for SHA. What we have back home is a serious issue of state capture and conflict of interest. We want real investment in Kenya. And the way to go is manufacturing, agro-processing, and value addition. And the people to assist us in that, in terms of direct foreign investment, is you people. But for you to do that, you must be motivated. You must feel that you are appreciated. You must feel that you have a say in the way our country is run, so that you are also encouraged to be participants. Those are the issues that we want to create as we go on. So mimi sitaki niongee mengi kuzidia hapo, ni kusema nyumbani tuko sawa. Tuko sawa in that the future looks bright, but the present is difficult. Iko shida. SHA is not working. We had a system called NHIF, which had a few challenges that needed to be addressed. And what we should have done was to upgrade the system. And an analysis had been done and a proposal made that we needed 800 million to upgrade the NHIF into a workable health system. But William Ruto chose to drop it and come up with a project called SHA. That thing is a fraud, is a scam. It costs 104 billion Kenya shillings. But the actual money they paid for it is 1 billion. They stole 103 billion. And despite stealing 103 billion, the damn thing is not working. It's theft of public funds by William Ruto and Aden Duale. So our mothers are in anguish. When I came today at the airport, JKA, some 4 policemen escorted me and they were crying that their cover for insurance is not working. When they go for maternity, they are in anguish. The police are so demotivated. And as they were escorting me to the lodge, they were just saying, please, make sure this guy is one-time trouble. The workers are in trouble. The pay slip has been raided. Taxation almost to 45%. So really, we must have change. The positive side is that there will be change, and the determination is unstoppable. The payslip workers are 3.5 million. Every payslip holder has a minimum influence of 2 other people. So 3.5 times 3 is 10.5. Those are people who have a personal issue with William Ruto. No ethnicity, no ideology, nothing. Personal. There's nothing as good in an election as people who have a personal issue. Because they early and they know what they need to do. So before we start this election, 10.5 million against William Ruto is ready. So when we go around the country, from Western Coast, Ukambani, Mount Kenya, everywhere is one term. You saw we had an election in a place called Emurwadikir. That is Ruto's supposed bedroom. He had to bribe people at home to vote for UDA. Bribing people at home, and 11,000 people took his money and voted against him. That is how sweet the whole thing is. I can tell you, that Rift Valley, we shall split with him half-half. And that is the only place he'll get half. That's the only place. Nyanza, where he was relying on, Akina Sivuna and group have 74%. The guy is in total trouble. Hata saa ingine mimi namuonea huruma hii jamaa, unajua alikuwa mtu yangu. Lakini nikikumbuka vile ameumiza wa Kenya nasema ni sawa. He is in trouble, and I can tell you there is no escape route. So that's the good news. The bad news is we have 15 months to go, struggling and suffering. And him and his people are stealing everything because they know they are not coming back. In fact, they are saying, like in football parlance, they are saying it's injury time. They are saying it's injury time. So they are stealing everything. And these guys have no qualms about destroying institutions. You know, ordinarily, even if you want to eat from a tree, you take the fruit. Once you eat the fruit, you look for some fertilizer and some water, you put so that the tree can give you fruits next season. Sindio? So that is wisdom. Hawa watu, Ruto na watu yake, wanakula matunda, wanakula matawi, wanakula branches, wanakula the stem, wanakula mizizi, wanakula mpaka ile mchanga iko kwa hiyo miti. You know, surely we have never seen this kind of thing. It's unbelievable. It's like a stupid person who have had a dairy cow and you are taking milk. And you are using that milk, unakunywa ingine unauza, unanunua chakula. Then you decide to slaughter the cow and eat the meat. Then you start asking, kwani hakuna maziwa? That is the situation we are in. So in 15 months, Mungu atusaidie tuone itakuwa imebaki nini. Then we shall start from all over. And that is why you guys are important. We have to rely on you now to rebuild our country. We have to really cry to you to help us to invest back home and to look for investors to come and invest back home. By the time this guy goes, our debt will be almost 14 trillion. And today, we are spending every year 1.1 trillion to pay interest alone on the debts that we have. And he's still borrowing more. I'm told when I'm here, he has also left the country. Ametoka tena ameenda. Kutafuta made, madeni. Sasa tunauliza tutaenda wapi? So, lakini sasa tutafanya nini? Sisi tunasema we have a constitution. Much as the guy is messing, there is nothing we can do because we believe in the rule of law and constitutionalism. The way to remove a president is through the ballot. There will be an election on 10th of August next year. We just have to vumilia mpaka mwaka ujao. Tuombe Mungu wasikule kila kitu. Hata kama wanakula matunda na matawi, watuachie at least mchanga so that we can plant another tree. But if they even eat the soil where the tree is, then we have a big problem. We have a big problem. They have made bribery a way of life. You know bribery, hapa kwenu hakuna bribery. No policeman here can take a bribe. Lakini kwetu zamani hata polisi wakichukua pesa ya bribe, at least walikuwa wanajificha. Hata yule anapeana na kuja hataki aonekane. Huyu mtu anahonga watu mchana. Wanaitwa State House, kila mtu 10,000, walimu wanachukua wanaenda. Wengine wanaitwa wanachukua in broad daylight. Amefika pahali sasa hata anakosa watu ya kuhonga. Juzi ametafuta Wakorino amekosekana. Amechukua kina Moses Kuria amefunga kilemba. You know? Simuliona Moses Kuria na kilemba. That is how low this guy has sunk. You know? He is desperate for the Church of Christ. Sasa ameitana Wakorino wakuja, watu wamekosekana. Amepiga nyinyi Moses Kuria, tafutieni mimi watu, mtafute kitabaya white mkatakate mfunge mkuje. Sasa Kuria akaona ndio akonvince wengine hata yeye afu. Juzi ameenda pahali hapo Gatundu North. And because amekuta kanisa haiko watu, and you know for a church to look credible, you need a lot of women. Because women are normally straightforward. Hata maombi yao inafika haraka. So amefika pale kanisa ya AIPC. Ndio ionekane sawa. Wamesema tafuteni ya kina mama huko Thika Town, mfunge kitambaa ya Mothers Council. Wamama wamekosekana ya kutosha. Amesema si hata wanaume mfunga kitambaa. Wanaume wamefika pale wamefunga kitambaa ya Mothers Council. That is how desperate that character is. So tuko na ndio siwezi kaa hapa mwezi moja. Kenyans wataleta shida. Because wanasema we must keep this guy on his toes. Uliona tukienda pale Olakalau tulikuwa na John Medho. Mliona? Siku ya matanga. Yeah. Najua tulisema sasa hii mtu, nikaambia Medho hii mtu tumetafuta hii mtu siku mingi. You know, we have been telling him he is doing the wrong things, but we have never been able to tell him face to. So when we confirmed he is coming, tukauliza, tukapima, tukasikia anakuja. Katafuta hii kijana yangu anaitwa John Medho. Kamwambia ile madevu yako tengeneza sawa sawa. So pale ameenda ametoa 15 million. Iko mama anaitwa Faidi Getao na mwingine anaitwa Kwenya na mwingine anaitwa Gachagua na mwingine anaitwa Muchira MPs. Ameambiwa chukueni hii pesa mwende mjaze watu kwa hiyo hema na wakuje 5 am. Ndio watu ya hii mkabila wakifika wakute watu yangu wameketi. Okay, fine. So sisi tukakuja the day before. Tukafika. Si ni nyumbani? Sasa nyumbani si lazima ufike ukoje wageni. So when you are visitors and you have not been home, you come the night before. Ndio ufagie nyumba, uhakikishe choo iko sawa, iko chakula ya wageni. So tukaona si tuko na mgeni anakuja nyumbani. Kaambia Medho wacha tuende the day before, tungoje mgeni. Yani so tukiwa pale tukaambiwa hapana, hii kitu itaharibika. Huyu mtu ameleta watu 8,000 na wamelipwa kila mtu 2,000. My people are very scared. Oh, I think we don't go. Why? He has paid people they are getting buses, wakuje pale wapigie wewe kelele. Okay. Nikauliza hao walikuwa wananiambia, na hiyo watu wanaletwa wanatoka wapi? Kinangovu hii, Kinangovu hii, na hii Kipipiri. I told them there is no problem. So tukiwa tu hapo tumeanza kupiga simu. Tukapiga simu pahali naitwa Shamata Hoya ya wafahamu. Mama fulani iko namna gani? Tunafurahi sana. Mjumbe ametupatia bus na pesa ya kukula, tukuje tuone wewe kesho, tunasikia hata umefika. We have missed you so much, we are so happy. Okay, fine. Nikaambia Wajuko Muhe apiga simu 2 Kipipiri. Akapiga. Baba fulani iko namna gani? Tuko tu hapa. Mheshimiwa ametoa buses. Tukuje huko Kalau. Tunasikia Kitungati amefika. Hata tutalala na viatu, tutauliza kutakuja asubuhi. Hata nikauliza hii wabunge shida yenu ni gani? So kufika pale asubuhi, method alitangulia. Ile watu ya Kasongo walikuwa wamejaa kwa hema. Kuona hii method, karibu hema na pasuka. So the ground was ours. So tulifika tukaona jamaa ndiye huyu. I had a very big problem with the method. Alikuwa anataka kusomea hii jamaa. Nikamsikiza what he wanted to say, nikamwambia hapana. Najua wewe ni kijana mdogo na hii ni mzee kiasi. Pima kidogo. Method anasema hapana. Hii mtu umetafuta siku mingi. Wacha nipatie maneno. Nikamwambia hapana. Just deal with the issues only that are truthful. All the things amedanganya watu ya Nyandarua. So Method akachoma. Mimi najua ni mzee, mimi nauma kidogo. Na polisi kidogo, nauma na polisi. So let me tell you, my people, don't be worried. There will be change for the better. I want you to be part of that change. I want you to be part of that change. And again, I want you to be people with resilience. Don't give up, even when things are very difficult. For a long time, the next 100 years, when the history of resilience will be told to our children and grandchildren, the story of Rigathi Gachagua will be told. Most of you, unavutwa tu kazi ya supervisor, unaanza kunywa dawa. Wengine wanajinyonga, wengine wanakuwa devastated, they cannot recover. Mimi nilinyang'anywa kazi, nimetafuta ya deputy president. Nimetafuta 7.2 million people wamenipigia kura, nimenyang'anywa. Na people thought that I'm finished, that I'll be so heartbroken, I will never rise and face anybody. Nikaa tu siku 4, nikatoa dust, nikatoka nikaanza. And that is the way. I want to encourage you. Nobody can write you off. What God has planned for you will be. And no human being can stop your destiny. Today, the history of Rigathi Gachagua is clear. Nobody can stop your destiny. When William Ruto aliamua kunitoa, alidanganywa na hii kijana anaitwa Ichung'wa ya Kikuyu. Ati ukitoa hii mtu, wiki 2 atasaulika. Atakuwa amehurika, hataweza hata ongea. He will never be able to face anybody because of shame. And Ruto was convinced. Today, they talk about Rigathi Gachagua from morning to evening. Their greatest headache in Kenya is Rigiji. Sindio? They are spending almost about 50 million every month, National Intelligence Service, to put 24-hour surveillance over Rigathi Gachagua. Bag his phones, bag his homes, bag his cars, infiltrate his household, compromise workers so that they know what I'm doing. Because we are such a force and we have kept him in check. And we will complete the journey together with you. So please, mkutubuke kwa maombi. Pray for us, for good health, and to stay focused. And never to buy fear. Because fear ni kitu mbaya sana. Ukiwa umeigiza baridi umeogopa, you cannot do anything. So you people, the UK DCP chapter, I want to thank the officials. You are doing well. I want you now to enhance your activities. And I want you to help us in Olkalau. Olkalau is a good story. It's going to be a hard fight. In the sense that Ruto and his people will try to bribe our people. But the people of Olkalau are resolute. They are great people. We shall have a big win. My challenge, and I've asked Senator Medho and Wanjiku Mohia, is to work on the margin. We must beat them with a very wide margin in Olkalau. So that young man called God of our candidate, I had employed him in my office. And when I was removed, he was also removed. He has really suffered. His family has suffered. He has nothing. He doesn't have a car. He has nothing. But the people love him the way he is. So kabla nitoke nimemtafutia pickup moja ya kumsaidia. Sunguke. So I'm asking the UK chapter, see how you can work and raise some funds for that campaign for that young man, so that he is able to move from point A to point B. He can have campaign posters, he can have agents, and he can have meetings. Not that he requires as much money as a UDA candidate, no. But something to keep going, so that he can be able to move around here and there. We'll support where we can, but if you can have some support for that candidate, is good. Because that win will define many things. And it will set the momentum towards next year. So mina mutasaidia huyo kijana. Msaidia huyo kijana ndio aweze kushinda na ashinde na njia kubwa. So musijali, nyinyi muendelee kufanya kazi. Those who are votes here, at least you have a voting station here in London. I know you want more, but we have to push IBC. But let's struggle with what we have. At least let us have people register. At least hata kama mnataka mkue kwa serikali yangu, si mtoke mnipigie kura. Okay, tumeongea vizuri na tunasaidiana. Lakini pia kupiga kura ni muhimu. Ndio usemange wewe nilikupigia kura, bona unataka kunifanya nijui. The lady from Nyeri who was here, amesema aliobea Mwai Kibaki akiingia akamsahau. Alikuwa na Wangari Maathai akamsahau. I want to promise you, mimi sitakusahau. We'll be together. We'll be together. Na tutakuwa hapa, tutarudi. We'll be coming from time to time. So mine is just to assure you that I want a very strong partnership with us, with you people and ourselves. Alafu mtusaidie, mpige simu nyumbani. Tell your parents, tell your brothers and sisters to make sure all the young people have registered as voters. Please, muwapigie simu na mkaze hawa. Na because munasikizwa, kwa sababu munatumanga kitu mwisho ya mwezi, ndio munasikizwa zaidi. Mkikosa kutuma hakuna mtu atasikiza nyinyi. So because you have a voice, and you have a very big voice, by the way, you people don't know how influential you are back home. You play a very big role in this election by talking to people back home to do the right thing. So call back home and make sure everybody within your household, everybody within your larger family is a registered voter. Then follow it up to make sure they turn out to vote. What we want is a very big margin. In my estimation, when I've done my arithmetic, we want to give this guy a margin of between 5 to 6 million so that he doesn't even go to Supreme Court. Sababu tukiwa tumemwacha na kula milioni 5-6, anatupigia simu anasema Rigiji, tumetoka mbali, tafadhali wewe chukua, lakini usinifuate, si ndio? So nimwambie wewe na wewe you behave, usilete fujo, kutoka pole pole uende soko kakule ukaende ukae huko. So don't worry, what we are working on is a margin. And finally, I want to assure you, we are committed in a united opposition. Between myself, Kalonzo, Matiang'i, Martha Karua, Eugene Wamalwa, Justin Muturi, Edwin Sifuna, and all of us, I want to give you an assurance. All of us are responsible people. We know the only formula to get rid of this character is having one single presidential candidate, and that will happen.